Hello, everyone, and happy end of year. I cannot believe it. And this is the last call of 2015. Sorry about that. For Team Knockout, but I'm so excited for you guys that are on. I know many of you guys actually can't make it because, the time or anything, but I know almost everyone listens to the recording. So here's to having a great holiday season and, starting now instead of starting January 1st. I've had calls today and a lot of people are saying, I don't really know what I'm doing yet with my program or coaching, but I'm getting started. And that's the beauty of it. So as long as you're getting started, just think of all the people that are going to say yes January 1st or January 10th, but just think you're that far ahead of them. So I want to congratulate everyone. And let's get started. Let me just pull up my notes. I have them on my computer, so if I look over there, that's why. If you guys don't know, this is my time. I always end up drinking a ton of water during our calls, so grab water too if you don't have it. So first, I just want to start with some announcements. So January 4th is our surge, okay? It's company-wide call. It's on YouTube, so it's obviously going to be recorded too, but it is January 4th, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for those of you on my time zone, it's 8 to 10. It's a little later, but I know these surges are amazing. They're going to announce the Success Club trip, the trip where you can earn, so you earn money, like money for a trip from Beachbody just by helping people each and every month. And my mom and I are registered for the one in 2016. So the one that will be announced in January is for 2017. So we're going on a cruise paid for by Beachbody, and sign up for it because they're going to tell us on the surge January 4th when and where we're going. So definitely sign up because it's so worth it. Earn a free trip. Why not, right? I'm all for that. And also, you'll learn more about the new flavor coming out. Cafe latte is coming out. The coffee flavor is Shakeology. We're going to hear about the new programs coming out. Everything that's going on in the company, they like to keep us, in the loop. So for 2 hours, we get to listen in. Again, try to make that a priority. If you're working, listen to the recording. So this way you are in the call and you know all the details. So also January 9th and 10th is one of our quarterly events, Super Saturday. I highly recommend you go to teambeachbody.com or I'll even post it in the team page, Team Knockout, where an event is near you guys. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm echoing a little on my end, but I don't hear it on this end. Thank you. So for everyone, there should be a venue that's, farthest, probably like an hour away from you all. So for me, I'm hosting one near me in Boston. I know of coaches hosting them all over the country, and that's another way you can hear, all the updates from Beachbody. Beachbody puts together a nice video for you, and if you want to go, I highly recommend it. And if you don't want to go by yourself, bring a spouse, bring a friend, because guests that aren't coaches can go in for free. So might as well bring one, right? Because I know if I were just by myself, I'd want, a friend or someone to go with just because that's just me. But highly recommend going. We didn't go our first one as a coach, my mom and I, my mom Marie, who's on the call, and we had an event already planned day up. And then when we went to our next one in January, after we were new coaches for, a few months, we didn't know anyone. But I rallied some of my team locally to go, and it was amazing. We even said to ourselves, why would we ever miss this again? And the next one we hosted. So it was so worth it. I was a brand new baby coach. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. And I just went. I figured, you know what? It's free training, or $10. And why not go, right? So highly recommend that. And I will post the link in Team Knockout about where to find an event. Lastly, sorry, I'm running out of voice today. Team Knockout, we're running a team-wide group for all of 2016, and I announced it in the team page a few days ago and on my social media accounts, so you guys can see that on there. But so instead of running our monthly groups or 2 groups per month, that seemed to get a little chaotic and people would fall off the wagon. They weren't as fun. So we decided, let's do a year-long group. My mom knows I get my great ideas when we're driving. I don't know why. We pulled into Target one day and I was thinking, And I think this is a great idea because this way, say someone signs up January 1st and they're so excited, right? And then by the end of January or February 1st, they're off track, right? Happens all the time. But a lot of times people are afraid to ask us for help or, say, hey, Sarah, I really screwed up last month. Can I join you again? Or are you even going to believe in me? Of course I am. But, that's just some people's logic. So instead, they're already going to be in our challenge. And each month is just going to be ongoing. We can tag our challengers, people that, we have that we're helping in the group and say, hey, Sally, how are you doing? I know you said you fell off track, but here's getting started again February 1st. So this way we can just keep like a little corral of everyone and have everyone in a group together. Hopefully this group will grow over like 1,000 something people this year because we're going to work together to, help as many people as we can. So that's a little bit about that. If you are a new coach, I would recommend going through 1 month of it and then maybe signing up to help lead after month 1 if you have challengers in there, or if you just want to join right now, join as a challenger. So this way you see like, what's this challenge group thing about? If you're a veteran coach and even if you don't have challengers in there yet, highly recommend leading. So this way, you build that confidence within you and people will be like, oh, what is Marie doing? Because I see her rocking it in this challenge group, and then this way you are a seasoned coach. So if you're a new coach, I would recommend waiting probably a month till maybe February to start leading the group with us. But all of that is in our files, the Team Knockout. If you go into Team Knockout, any Facebook group, and you go to the right, it's like a ... thing, click on it, and you can see all of our team files, or it might just say files, depending if you're on your phone or on a computer. But it's super simple. It's a Google Doc, and that's what I use to organize, who's going to run the challenge certain days. So this way we can, instead of each coach running their own challenge and posting, 365 days out of the year, instead we're going to do, 3 to 5 days a month we will post. That's it. So this way we're dispersing our workload, making us work smarter, not harder, and helping more people. So let's get into the meat of this call tonight. Tonight's call is about, how to come up with a plan of action in 2016, because I did it last year. I went into the new year with crazy big goals, but no plan of action. So I didn't crush all my goals because I realized, I wasn't cut out for it because I didn't have a plan. So tonight we're going to talk about, how to come up with that plan. So first is decide now what you want to accomplish in 2016. Do you want to lose 20 pounds or lose 100 pounds? Do you want to be a 5-star diamond coach? What do you want? How many people do you want to help in 2016? Do you want to help 3 people per month? That's, my non-negotiable minimum, 3 people per month. Because guess what? If I didn't say yes because I wasn't ready to help those 3 people per month, say 2 years ago when I got started, you guys wouldn't be on the team right now. Think about that. So I say that, even if I'm not ready to, help that many people, why wait? Because those people most likely will sign up January 1st at a gym, have no support, not want to go because they feel uncomfortable because you didn't invite them. So that's something I tell myself daily is, why not? The days I don't want to sit down at my computer because I'm too tired and I don't want to, post, like the other day I posted a photo and I probably would have rather, threw up than like post the photo because it was a bad before photo. And even my boyfriend liked it. I was like, oh, I don't like that photo. But seriously, I think to myself, how many people am I going to help from that one thing I posted? Post on social media, be unapologetically you, and think to yourself, if I don't post this, who will? Think to yourself, it's up to me. And if this inspires one person, it's worth it. So set out now to see what you want to accomplish in 2016. Write out your goals, create a vision or a dream board. That's what I do. I'm actually going to be doing one this week. And start now about planning your workouts. Start now with your workout program. Don't wait, because what's the point of waiting? Just because it's a fresh start, so isn't a Monday, right? Why is there something just about January? So instead, I want you guys to plan accordingly now, instead of waking up on January 1st wondering, what should I accomplish this year? So next is focus from day 1 in January, planning your month like a business, not like a hobby. Okay, I've basically built my business the past 2 years flying by the seat of my pants. Yes, I schedule, but I want to schedule more. I was listening to a call today that I actually will be sharing in Team Knockout, and they were saying how to schedule your month accordingly. So say that our challenge group's going to be ongoing, right? But I would pick one day per month, like a Monday, that you say, my challenge, we're going to get started today, even though it's ongoing. So people know, that's the day I need to order by. So then when you're on this calendar, you can say, maybe 2 weeks out, I'm going to start promoting my challenge group 2 weeks before my group starts. I have a free cleaning group starting 5 days. I'm going to start promoting 5 days out, right? So you're going to strategically plan these things, strategically plan what calls you want to be on. And if you miss a call, make sure you get the recording. That's what I do. My calls are non-negotiables for me, but I just make sure if I miss a call that I know I can't be on, I will have the recording. I save it to a document on my computer, and it says calls to catch up on. And I catch up that week on it, because or else it doesn't happen in my book. And I told myself when I signed up as a new coach that team calls, national coach calls, which happen weekly on Mondays, and the surge events that, is happening on Monday, those are free training. Think of how many companies that you'd have to go out, fly across country for a training, or you'd have to, make a certain time per week to go on. Guess what? They're recorded. It's at your leisure. So say you are a new mom and you're up at 2 a.m., do your call then. If you work the night shift, do your call when you can. That's what I do. I know my schedule is a little bit different, but I make sure, I make it a point, because it's a choice. It's not something that you need to do, because as your coach, we aren't on you saying, you need to get on this call. Don't say sorry. If you let your business slide, that's on you, right? Because it's your business. You signed up to own your own business. In 2016, we're going to do that together as a team. Okay. So if you want me to stop or anything, you have questions, feel free to stop me. But I want you guys to decide, even if you think, I want to dabble in this business, still just strategically plan it like a business, because or else you're just going to be walking in a circle. And I've noticed that, because that was me before. Okay. Also, when you're like planning your month, you guys know that each beginning of the month, I have a calendar I make for the team. So you can just print that out and you'll be good to go, or save it to your phone. But I want you guys to remember that planning your time, it takes a few minutes to plan, but at the same time, it saves you so much time, because instead of wasting time, I remember when I first got my first planner and I was like writing out my hourly schedule, and I realized like, oh my gosh, I waste so much time scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on Facebook. Instead, don't do that. Plan out your day accordingly, because it's going to help you so much. I just want to give a quick shout out. I know Savannah's driving on the way home right now, and she listens in no matter what. She is in California, so her time is ahead of ours, and she's on her way home from work with her husband, and she listens to the calls every week, without a doubt. We have a call every Monday night, and she never cancels. And that girl makes the most out of her time. She has a crazy job. She probably works the amount that 5 people should at her job, and she makes it happen because she's plans her days strategically, and she's kicking ass on the team because of it. And so I want you guys, focus on, how can I make the most out of my time? I work in daycare with my mom, and nap time for us is our time that we get things done. Sometimes it doesn't happen before work or after work, but it happens during nap time. That's our time we get done. Even if it's 20 minutes, that's all we have is silence. We get it done. We go on social media, send out messages, post, check into challenge groups when we can. If you only have like 10-minute increments you can throughout the day, that's fine. Plan those into your day. I even tell people when I'm at like CVS or somewhere waiting in line and I have an email to send, I'll get it done then, because I'm thankful that my job allows me to do that. And I want you guys, those little pockets of time, those matter, and those are going to help you so much in this business if you put them into action for 2016. Also, are you willing to commit, say 30 minutes a day, or if you have a very tight schedule, maybe weekends are gold for you to get your work done. Set business hours, because it's a business. And if your schedule rotates, I know some people have rotating schedules, figure out, what works for you based on your schedule, because it doesn't have to be just like everyone else's. I know my schedule wouldn't work if I did the same thing Monday through Friday. Not at all. It wouldn't work. I actually do this where Monday and Tuesday nights are my work nights. Okay, my family knows that. At night, I have my team calls on Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's when I do most of my one-on-one calls. It's because it's so helpful for me. I'll do things that I've put off all week. I will do things that I haven't had time to do all week, because those 10 minutes that you're waiting in line, say at the grocery store or at CVS or anywhere, that can be when you talk to people during the day. That's it, on your phone or in person. Hey, if you're very outgoing, do it in person, right? lastly, carve out those times for your 3 vital behaviors. Your 3 vital behaviors are working on yourself, your health, and being a product of the product. 2, personal development, feeding your mind positivity. And 3 is sharing on social media through private message, event pages, sharing word of mouth, anything, blogging, whatever you like to do. Personally, for me, my biggest ways of sharing is posting on Instagram and hashtagging it. If you have a public account, people can see your hashtags, and you can use up to 30 per post. So I will go on and I'll post a photo and share about my day. That's it. I'm just such an open book. And I say, today was hard. Like I posted today was hard. I woke up super late, but here's my clean breakfast. Today I've been moving to make a makeshift desk because I moved last month and I didn't have a place to work. And I'm thankful that Beachbody allows me, the flexibility to do this. Have you ever wondered about joining my team? Then, it's going to take time because people, when you first start, people are going to wonder, is this thing really going to stick, or is it just, another weight loss fad? No, it's not. It's about being healthy and happy in 2016. So I want us, as a team to make our motto in 2016, health, just our journey to health and happiness. We are going to focus on helping as many people as we can get started. We're going to focus on being that person that people can talk to if they had a bad day. Because for me, I love messaging people. I have clients that have become some of my best friends. And it's just because I form them. I don't message people every day saying, hey, do you want to join my group? Nope, that's my social media posts. I make friends. That's what I say I do every day. I set out each day to make a few more friends on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever works for you, whatever platform works best for you. And then when I post about a challenge group, people are interested because I took the time to chat with them, or I took the time to talk with them on one of my social media posts. Lastly, I just wanted to say a little bit, sorry, I'm just reading my notes. I'm like, oh, what does that say? Success Club is going to be, one of our things that we're going to strive for each and every month. Sometimes Success Club seems like, what is that? It's helping 3 people get started with a challenge pack every month, okay? That's my goal every month, and I decided that. I was a new coach. I didn't do Coach Basics. We didn't have that 2 years ago, and I remember I said, if they can, I can. I don't care how busy my schedule was. I remember when I first got started, I would wake up at 5 a.m., I would work out with my mom. I would pack her food for the entire day. I was at school till after 9. I made her Shakeologies, and she even says still that the way I make it is best. And then I drove to school and I was at school by 7. I left school around 3 to 5, depending on the day. I did what I could throughout classes, in between classes on my phone, and I went to work after till 9 or 10. It was a busy day, and I repeated it the next day. And I did that for a long time. And then I realized, if I can do it, anyone else can. When Carly got started, she's a top 10 coach. She was working at like 6 a.m. to 9 at night because she was a nanny and she was a household manager. So when those girls went to school, she had to manage her whole house, clean her whole house, do everything for this family. And she made it work. And I thought to myself, like, well, if they can do it, why can't I? Busy, yes, but we can make those like 5-minute sacrifices in between walking in the hallway, like getting stuff done. That's what I did. I remember at school, I was going in between classes. I was like, you know what? I can take a quick few minutes and send out this email that someone left their email for on Instagram. And I remember in the beginning, it was slow getting started. But once you keep going, people see that, through the holidays, you're getting started. Through February, if you are still going in February, people are going to be like, she's got it, because that's when everyone always falls off, right? How many people, I remember I used to set New Year's resolutions that I would be done with week 1. I'd be like, what's healthy eating? Until I found out that I have to eat healthy because I have celiac. And that was my wake-up call. So you're going to be around for all these people that are having these wake-up calls. People are going to get diagnosed with diabetes, PCOS, anything. And you're going to be that helping hand that can help them, as long as they know that you could help them by your social media post, right? That's why it's so important. And I tell people, if I don't have any time in the day, I will send at least 2 to 3 new messages, chatting with people on social media. That's it. A comment, whatever works, something simple, a direct message on Instagram. And I'm actually really new to direct messages. So if anyone ever direct messaged me and I forgot to answer, that's why. I'm sorry. I went on the other day and I had like 20 and I didn't even know it was a thing. But I made that my non-negotiable and posting on social media. Here's how my day went. If I had a crappy day, I'll still share about it because so many other people, how many people have a bad day and they think, why me? Why is it always me? And you want to be that positivity. So even if you have a bad day, post it with a positivity swing on the end and make it a better day tomorrow. I even do a morning positivity quote. I haven't been doing it recently, but this was my tried and true method for over a year. Every morning I would post a positivity quote on social media. I would put it on Instagram and just share it to my Facebook page. There's a button that you can just press share to in Facebook. So it's a 2-for-1 post right on my way to work. And it would be a positivity quote. I would say happy Monday with a smiley face. The end. Hashtagged it. 30 hashtags. PCOS fighter, eat clean, organic, anything that you can think of. And I did that. And I did that daily. And then midday, I would do a post, here's my lunch. And then at dinner, I would do a nightly wrap up with my workout. Super simple. Or if I'm on the way to brunch, I'll post a picture of my boyfriend and I. And sometimes that actually gets the most traction because people will be like, wait, like, where are you going? Can you eat healthy on the go? I'll get questions like that all the time. And it's just because you're the helping hand. People will look to you as that if you continuously make a presence on social media throughout 2016. And then when you do post about your challenge group, there's a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And I'm actually going to be reading it soon. But it's about, posting all these jabs on social media, your food pictures, your inspiration photos. And then when you do that right hook and you post about a challenge group, people are going to be interested. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the 30th time like me sometimes. I'll repost it. And then people will be interested because they know more about you. They trust you. And that's what we're going to do in 2016 together. Okay. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. I know it's a very busy time of year and I so appreciate you guys getting on. See you next Tuesday.